I saw the spirit courses.
Yeah.
Meal, you better get a good lap. Yeah. I said so. No.
Jan... No. Come on, why is Jan not joining? This is a bit strange. Yeah.
What? I made frick with a bola. Meal.
Okay.
Oh, why is it the
I'm waiting.
chicane version?
Yeah, I know.
So
Hello,
ugly.
Jan.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, you mind covering the stream maybe daily? Cause I just got a bit of a headache, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll commentate it. I've got a stream up now. I'll post. No.
Why? Like, my commentating more awesome. Oh, thank you.
What?
Jan,
Yeah?
is there a mandatory tire compound?
Fuck yeah, mediums.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Hold on, normally I think it should show up right off the quali.
Okay.
Wait. Here is.
My God, why is it,
45.9!
Can you post that in announcements?
why is Tobias without a without a livery? Or is that a Steam's livery? Or what is that?
Is he racing?
Apparently, but
Yeah, and you posting that on the announcements channel for the stream.
oh yeah.
Thank you. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Whoa, whoa. Don't say otherwise you're gonna get diddled from the league. Ooh, Peter. Oh, Tobias at 145.9. Oh my god.
I missed the engine brake, bro.
Yeah, is Tobias driving, by the way?
I think it should be, yeah.
Is he? Who's he driving for?
Okay,
That's what I'm
47.2.
wondering.
Mille, we are very close. 6-7 milliseconds.
Oh, you got 0.5. So there's 6 folk driving today. Where is like everyone? Got 1 AK driver. Tobias don't even know if he's driving. I don't know. I don't know who he's driving for. Mate, who are we missing? We're missing so many folk.
Beppis. Ah, shit. Yeah,
No, 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 no. Game's lucky gone.
He's gonna get a penalty for that. Or one, I think so.
hold on, that's gonna be a post race pen, I guess. Or do we put him at the back for it? Or what are we doing?
But I don't know, what's the... We need a steward on this.
Hey, but how do we give the penalty? Is it just
I think it's a
alcohol
strong
delivery,
warning.
skip quality?
I think it's just a warning. Is it not? I mean, I'm looking at... yeah, so... AK got... Or... Spirit Courses got a...
2.
Yeah, well, AK and Spirit got warnings for for liveries, so... I was just thinking it'd be a warning after the race.
Anyway, are we waiting on anyone?
Mark is missing.
But where's
Oh
Mopini?
yeah, Morgie... Andrew's supposed to be coming.
Shadow left, I forgot.
Oh yeah. Rage quitter.
Loser.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to check.
Oh yeah, there has been no attendance.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Mm, mm,
And I think Andrew's... I'm not playing him. On AK. I'm in their team.
I need Morgie
Ah,
so
there we
he
go.
can take out Tobias. This is my strategy.
joining. That's good.
Okay, so we also have Badabig.
Oh yeah, bad would be going off a UK time. I'm just in a VC with AK right now, so I don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I think when I said we start at 14 sharp, I think it's gonna be 5 past 2 then. In this rhythm.
Right, Andrew's just joining now. That's good news. I was just in a Discord call with him.
Wait, who's joining?
He should be joining. He said I'm in,
Wait,
so...
who?
Andrew. Oh wait.
He's already in though.
Oh wait, who's the other boy then? Wait, am I just plummeted or what?
Are you talking about AK maybe who's still joining then?
Is AK driving? Oh yeah, AK. Where's AK?
That's what I'm wondering. Is Bada joining?
Oh yeah,
Or
AK's
Morgie? Or
doing something
anyone?
else.
Or is it gonna be this empty?
Mark is not joining, I believe.
And otherwise they just start at the back, I don't really care.
Yeah, and you might want to put that thing on the announcements channel if you've not already. Have you?
Do what?
The stream ping.
What about it?
The stream. I'll say the link for the stream.
Oh, link the stream, yeah, of course, I'll do that.
Right, great.
Copy text.
Huzzah!
Let's go to stream self promo. Bang.
Oh my god.
My power went out, so I can't race. Damn.
no, è giusto. È perfetto,
Oh my god.
è giusto e con le schienali.
I'm 0.2 fast. I'm 0.2 fast in Newcast. This is huge. It was Tej. Oh, Tej is here. Hey, Tej.
Wait, is he
Oh,
here?
Shadow's here as well. Shadow's here in the stream as well.
In where?
Whoa. That's so.
Okay,
That's so
bro,
sad.
okay.
Are we just waiting? Tej shit. Shit, that's good. Oh no.
Basta.
No, I'm too late. David. Nah,
Who's
to be
this
fair,
guy?
it's not too late. We tell Andrea to win this. I can't talk to Andrea, but. Okay, someone said there's late, but.
Or
Oh no, Tobias is trying to overtake me. I'm going to defend like a lion.
Is it too late for me to get in the lobby for Porsche Cup?
No.
Alright. Thank
Fuck off,
God.
Tobias.
yeah, do we just start and he'll just join off the quali? Or do we wait? Do we want to be fun and wait? Or do we just skip him and he'll just join after?
Let's wait like 3 more minutes.
Oh, hello?
Millie? Right, Millie, let's have a teammates choice. Yes, I am.
This guy is
Right,
actually fast. Bro.
Oh, I think there's someone joining.
Wait,
Yes, it's
thingy,
Bada Big. Let's go. We're gonna be starting. Finally.
wait, no, what's the lobby name because I can't get it.
Oh, Badder's in. Badder's A+. Oh!
I'm joining.
Another one is joining. Robert.
I don't even think I have the right
Roberto.
livery. Don't even think I have the right livery, but I need to deal with it.
I don't think he does.
Alright.
Where's AK as well? AK's still not in.
AK still not in. He'll just join after.
Oh, his power went out.
Oh yeah. And Baba Boing.
Whoa.
So guys, I mean, I guess you can stay here.
Yeah, I'm
Daily,
going,
start commentating on the stream maybe or whatever. I'm not really
Yeah.
watching
I'm
it.
going
But
with my teammates. See ya.
Do you want to stay unmuted and I can like second commentator or something like
yeah, I
Okay.
can do that.
that? I'm muting Neil and Robert. Oh, he left anyways. Alright.
By the way, I'll just be FYI.
Yeah. So lap 2, or round 3 of season 2 of Porsche Cup is underway. Qualifying, it's 15 minutes. The drivers should get a solid run here. Neil Janssen, Babic coming up the pits, following Serdaki, Robert, Tobias, Badabig, Marco, and Mil. Robert is off the track already, lap 1, letting through the rest of the drivers. So Emil Janssen is very, very close to Serdaki here. We're trying to stay on his toe for his fastest lap. We'll never know what is going inside his head. All quite tightly packed. Team Oil drivers looking as if they're going to get a toe off each other in qualifying, try and bump Marco or Emil up the standings a little bit. Probably Emil going into here. Two very fast drivers here, Tobias and Bader, driving in Porsche Cup. Tobias making his debut. I'm pretty sure Badabig also making his debut too. It's going to be very, very interesting. Robert, I'm pretty sure, making his debut too. I'm missing a few faces, such as Morgay, AK, all couldn't make it. Got Andrew here letting through Robert. And here we are, Tobias starting his first lap. Let's see what happens here. DRS is activated. Flying through the first, the start finish straight. Got to hit his braking zone perfectly, and seems like he does. Coming around here, very fast, slightly misses the apex. Hooking that curve there, trying to get that rotation in. For the back of the pack here, we've got two Team Owen drivers pretty close here. Marco getting the slipstream off of Bader, it seems, trying to squeeze those extra few hundredths out of his lap time, because sometimes that can be the difference between first and second. It all really comes down to that matter of split second. That will be an invalidated lap and a penalty from Tobias. I am assuming. I would not be surprised. Doesn't seem as if he's got that penalty yet, so we'll never know here. Might have just slipped away there. Got away with that. Looking down the rest of the grid here. Robert's got a 0.5 penalty. He'll have to down the straight into sector 3, as you'll see here. Andrew's behind him. Sir Ducky and Sparrowless, two Spirit Courses drivers, sitting pretty close to each other, trying to get that toe. Helen, yeah. Tobias down to the last turn here of his first lap in quali. Goes a little bit wide there. I'm not too sure if he kept all four wheels on the track, on the curb. It seems as if he did. A 146 to start off with. Let's see how all the rest of the drivers do. 146.7, 147.1, a 147.3 from Neil, Marco, Barabig and Tobias. A 148.3 from Sir Ducky. 2 seconds behind Robert, a 149.7 from Robert there. 3.6 seconds behind pole position. See Babbage coming through here, 152.5. And Andrea actually got a penalty as well. Invalidated lap for him. That could be huge in qualifying. 6 Mil just went a little bit wide there. Will they get a penalty for it? He does. That'll be another invalidated lap. Or probably not an invalidated lap, but a slow lap time for him. It's even worse when you get a slow penalty after the penalty zone, because you get an invalidated lap and you've got to serve the penalty on the next lap. So it is a section of the track that you've got to be very, very, very careful around. So you can see here, Tobias with a penalty there, just served that there, and Barabig also very close to him in the standings. It's 0.4 between Marco and Barabig. And we'll just see, can Beepis lock out the 1-2, Barabig and Tobias, the two Dutch men coming in here on their debut and just locking the front row out. Mio and Marco, the two Team Orange drivers, looking to push through here. I mean, there's only, what, 1 second between first and fourth, 1.2 seconds. That's all to play for here. Most of these drivers only have had a lap. And we'll see here, I think it's Tobias, come down with another 0.5 penalty. That will be another invalidated lap, and another slow lap from as well, wasting another lap. Have Andrea setting a new fastest lap, put him up to 5th place here. Robert also getting a little warning there for using DRS during qualifying, which is not allowed. If he does that again, it will be a pretty hefty penalty. Babic setting his new fastest lap at 151.069. Looking to improve there, hopefully. 2 seconds behind the person in front of him, Robert. Very tight battle here between Sir Ducky and Sparrow Andrea. Only 0.046 between them. That is no time at all. That is literally just a slight misinput there. The Scotland flag, Sir Ducky representing there. Love to see it. Silver's exactly not really happy with his team so far. You've seen in the chat. P5 and P6, it's not what they'd be wanting to look for. Sir Ducky fighting for 3rd in Monza. Really unlucky, getting bumped up to 5th on the last lap of the race. Wanting to improve here. Wanting to make that back those positions he'd lost in the last lap to Morgie, to Marco. Want to make them back. And Marco seems to have nearly lost it, just managed to bring it round there, going into the chicane in the final sector. Wants to keep it nice and steady going down to this last turn. Tobias could not set a new fastest lap. Barabig does set a new fastest lap, only by a slight amount, only by 0.2 there. Set at 146.5. And Andrea bumping up the standings all the way into P3 with a 147.112. A full second though behind P1. So a big gap there to make up. There's a lot of time that has been wasted, a lot of time that can be taken off. And Andrew at the back there, bringing it down into 150.4. Still 1.6 seconds behind. A very tight stands here. 0.006 between Marco and Andrea. It's no time whatsoever. There's no time to waste in this quality. It's very tight. You can't even afford to make slight mistakes in these kind of lobbies, in these kind of races, in these kind of championships. Tobias again serving yet another penalty. That will be another lap gone. Only 6.5 minutes left of quali here. Maybe a few drivers can squeeze out another 2 or 3 laps here on the soft compound. Very fast soft compound as well. Will be probably not the go-to, because that front left tyre will be getting torched going through turn 3 and turn 4. Those long sweeping turns that they just kill your tyre life if you can't get the car steady. It's going to be a real struggle here to keep the tyres alive for all drivers, I would say, as it has been for pretty much every single. And there you go, Andrea with a 0.5 penalty, as well as Baderbig and Tobias all on a 0.5 train here. Marco a 0.5 as well. The front 4 drivers, and Neil get a 0.5 as well. What is going on? Robert with a 0.5 as well. Wow. That is something I don't think I would ever see. Is so many drivers with a 0.5. It's unreal. Let's follow one of the drivers without a penalty here. Going through turn 3, Sir Ducky. Trying to squeeze out one last lap. Try and bump him up the positions here. Improving by 0.267. No pun intended. On his first sector. Maybe he can improve that a little bit. There's a long way to go between him and Neil though. In P5. He'll have to make up a lot of time there to be able to bump up in a position. And with pressure from Robert behind, only 0.4 behind, he's going to have to step up his game. He really will. Well, Robert with a 0.5. If he can just get away from him, I think he should be alright for the rest of the qualifying. Only 4.5 minutes left. That's really only 2 more laps for Robert. Maybe even 1 lap for Robert. Still 0.147 ahead of his previous best here. Going quite slow through that turn. Through the first turn of sector 3. It's all to play for here. They served their penalty. Marco has the toe off Andrea. Can he make it count though, going through into his probably penultimate lap of quali? Trying to stick it, possibly, into the top 3 positions. Overtaking Andrea. That toe could be all that he needs here to get that position off him. Only 0.006 there. That toe could probably give him a good few attempts. Not even more if he drives well. Mule starting another lap here. Sir Ducky as well couldn't improve, I don't think, his lap that he set on the second lap of the race, of qualification actually. A 148.3. He's improved here slightly, and he's looking to push a little bit more here just to try and get away from that pressure from Robert, who coming down into turn 5 here, I believe. He is looking to chase down Sir Ducky and grab P6 off of him. Emil Janssen with a 0.5. Marco trying ever so much to get that toe off of Andrea. And it looks like he might get it. I don't think it's helping him though. He's down by 0.323 on this lap. Only have probably 1 or 2 more chances to get that lap. That lap he needs to overtake Andrea in the qualification standings. Going to Sir Ducky here, coming down into the final chicane. Can he take a second off of his lap time and pass Mule in on this lap? Will be a tough one. Don't think he can do it though. Can he? He does manage to improve by 0.35, 0.315 actually, my bad, and take a little pressure off of Robert. Robert goes straight back at him though and said, "You make a bigger gap, I'll close it," and brings it down from a 0.8 there to 0.57. Andrew, going back here, sets his new fastest lap, a 149.7, still quite a good bit behind there. Will have to keep this pace. Maybe he's been strategizing, maybe he's got a strategy here to go from last up into the good, well scoring positions, but you never know. It's all to play for in this series. Anything can really happen, as we've seen back in Monza. It is a very unpredictable series, and to extend that gap from mere milliseconds to 0.2 of a second here from Marco. Marco trying to bring that back. It doesn't look like he can. Only 50 seconds left of quali here. Marco on his penultimate lap. He'll have to do it on the final lap if he wants any chance of even getting P3 at the start here. Looks like Barabig and Tobias have pretty much successfully locked up pole here. Still 0.8 between Andrea and Tobias. Tobias in front, looking with a very, very strong 146.125 as he comes onto his final lap here. Barabig also on the final lap. Andrea, final lap. Marco, final lap. Also gets a penalty. That will be his qualification over. He is not going to be able to set a new fastest lap, and therefore has to just kind of concede all positions and give way to the faster cars. Mio on his final lap. Sir Ducky, final lap. Robert, final lap. Andrew just coming down the start finish straight there and finishing his qualification in P8. Andrea looking to push out those final 4 tenths maybe and gain maybe even 1 position and stop the 1-2 lockout from Beepus, Barabig and Tobias. That would be the dream, but can he do it is the question. As we watch here, going round into the start of the Sector 3 straight. Let's see. Can he improve? Has he improved? He's not. 0.4 maybe. He's got improved by 0.45 really here. Or 0.46 actually. To be equal with Barabig. And that's going to be a big ask going around the last sector. If he can do it though, it will be absolute scenes. It'll be limbs. It'll be a one-of-a-kind drive from him on that last sector. Don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before. Really, really clean lines through the last chicane into the final turn. Does he have the pace here? Using all the track available. Does he? He can't do it. He does gain. Or he doesn't gain actually, that's my bad. He loses out on just over a tenth in the last sector there. Really, really unfortunate. But you'll take a P3 start in the final race. Marco coming in just behind him. Mule behind him as well. Sir Ducky behind him. Robert crossing the line with a 1 second penalty after going off the track. And Andrew at the back of the pack. All to play for here with these standings. I'll just screenshot that real quick for just in case, you know. And 20 laps around Barcelona. It will be an absolute race. It'll be a race and a half, to say the least, going around here. Got a 1-2 lockout for Beepus. Sorry, I had to mute Danny there. Oh, he's gone. He is gone. We've got A11 here coming in as a team, which I'm not too sure what's going on here. Verstappen.com Racing, he is coming in for. Robert was on for 46, saying that he could have snatched that P3 or even P4 from Marco or Andrea as the race starts here. It doesn't start actually, we're going back to practice because I think someone has to join in here to make a 9th man in the race. Yep, there we go. A11. Let's call him Lavin for now. Oh, I changed my car. That's a lie. So as we come in here, it's going to be a brilliant race here. A brilliant race to start off with here. We've got Tobias, Barabig, Andrea, Marco, Mule, I believe Sir Ducky, Robert, Andrew, and then since Lavin did not partake in quali, he'll be started at the back, and I believe we might have another driver here. Maxim, an EB rated driver, coming in, I assume, for either AK. Is that Ninja? Or I don't know what the team is. Or Verstappen. It's Max, I'm just kind of sitting spectating here. Not too sure. Oh, yep, he's a Verstappen.com races. So we've got 10 drivers on the grid here. I'm missing, I believe, two drivers. One for AK and one for this team. I don't know what it is. I believe it's Ninja Racing or something like that. Not the greatest commentator moment, but I can tell you what, this will be a brilliant race. And Emil Janssen saying to Andrea, get bombed. You're getting it in turn 1. Which I hope won't be the case, as I am hoping for a very clean race. But you don't always get what you ask for, and turn 1 can be sometimes a very, very questionable start to a race. Especially on Barcelona, a very slow turn 1. It's all about who can hit their braking points to a pin here and make up some positions here. Tobias, Barabig, Andrea, Marco, Mil, Ducky, Robert, Andrew, Maxim, and whoever the other guy is. And a false start at the back there, a false start at the back. He'll get penalised for that. What is going on here? Everyone's bumping around. How is that false start at the back there? Maxim false started at the back with Lavin just ahead of him. Tobias, Barabig, Marco looking down the inside. Can he make it stick? Can he get down? He doesn't break late enough. Tobias keeps his first position. Barabig, Marco makes a position on Andrea in turn 1. Absolutely brilliant. So Ducky moves up position as well. Emil Janssen right behind him. He's got the inside. He will take the inside of that turn and most likely the position. Robert overtaking a position. Robert keeping position with Lavin and Maxim at the back there. Maxim all the way back. Right all the way back there. Another good overtaking opportunity there. Down at turn 5. All on a good, nice line here. Very clean through the first lap, which is not always guaranteed. Kicking up a bit of dust there, Marco. And Andrea is right on his tail, right on his back bumper. Can he make a move down into here? He chooses not to, chooses to keep it clean. Mil down his inside of Andrea. Doesn't make it. A little bit of contact there on the apex, but still keeps the position. Can he reach that? I can reach that, but I'm choosing not to. Honestly. Not to spoil the illusion. Down into the final chicane of the first lap. Not much has changed here in the standings. Marco moving up a position. Mil bringing back into P5 here. Overtaking Sarducky, I believe. I don't know what happened. Robert right behind Sarducky. Can he make the overtake? He's going down the inside. Can he brake late enough? He's alongside. He concedes the position. He stays back, saying, I don't want to cause an incident. You can have that. I'll try get it next time. Mil. Andrea looking down the inside maybe there. Slots back in. Defending off of Mil. Mil trying to maybe bring it back round. Rotate a little bit more. Can he do it? He's on the outside for the next turn. He stays and just slots back in. A little bit of movement here. Andrea down the inside. A little bit of contact maybe there. Marco keeping it clean round the outside. Trying to work together Mil. Mil in the slipstream of Andrea. 3 wide. Nearly 3 wide. And Andrea makes the overtake. Mil goes through as well with it. Overtaking his teammate in the Team Orlan. What a series of events here. What a series of events. Emil Janssen trying to get that the ERS open maybe. I don't actually know if the ERS is allowed to be used yet. But takes a bit of a wider line there, trying to rotate a little bit more. Can he do it? He's getting right close to that bumper there, right close to the bumper of Andrea. Trying to go round the outside here. Doesn't really get to. Keeping it right on his bumper. Maybe try to get moved down into the chicane. Doesn't seem it. Everyone keeping in a pretty straight line here. Barabig and Tobias just kind of zooming off into the distance here. They'll just have to play their strategy to a pin here. Everyone on the racing mediums, apart from Mil, opting for the softs. Don't know if that's by accident or if he's really meaning to trying to get a good start here. Oh, someone went deep. Marco going really, really deep there. Off the track. Sir Ducky is going to pick up that position, I would assume, due to a penalty. If he does actually get a penalty, which he doesn't look like he will. Sir Ducky run the outside of him. Can Marco keep the position on the inside? And can he defend the switchback of Sir Ducky? Sir Ducky trying to go around the outside, trying to sling it around the outside there. Keep the inside for the next turn of turn 5. Marco seems to have just been a little bit better. Sir Ducky down the inside. Can Marco make the switchback? It seems as maybe he can. I don't think he can. Sir Ducky takes P5 off of Marco. Marco down into P6. It's not looking good for the Team Orland driver. Great overtake there. Great setup through the last few turns there. You've got to give it to Sir Ducky. That was a really good overtake. Is it Barabik and Tobias going through here? A little tap from Tobias. Maybe just switching positions. I'm not too sure. Maybe just trying to work together. You never really know with these drivers. Tobias going a little bit wide there. Trying to keep up. Mio on the back of Andrea here. Mio in the faster compound. He will try. He'll try again on the faster compound, but it seems if Andrea is just kind of settling a little bit here. 0.7 behind here. He's catching up a little bit, and Andrea gets a 1 second penalty. That is huge for Mio. That is unbelievable. Rob with another 1 second penalty as well. When we look at the back, it is not looking good for the Verstappen.com drivers. It is not looking good whatsoever. Barabik and Tobias scraping a little bit here. Barabik with the inside. Can Tobias rotate a little bit better and get on his inside? Yes, he can. Down into turn 4. Side by side. Barabik slinging it around the outside here, trying to keep that prestigious inside line for the next turn. Tobias, can he brake late enough? Can he sling it around the inside again, outside again? Barabik takes the position, a little bit of contact there, but I don't think anyone will be doing anything about that. Very, very interesting battle here between the two teammates. I think they're teammates anyways. Barabik goes off. A little bit of a tap there from Tobias, kind of pushing him along on his way. He gains a 0.5 penalty for that. He will serve next lap. Andrea coming here, serving his 1 second penalty with Mio a second behind him on the dot. Mio closing in here, really closing in. On the inside, Mio down the inside of him. Can he make the position stick? Squeezing Andrea a lot there and makes the overtake stick. But can he keep the position? Andrea charging down his back end. It's all about keeping it clean here and not letting them leak through. Got to admit, there's been a good bit of action in this race. Marco trying to hunt down Sir Ducky here in his slipstream, and with DRS activated, set a new personal best lap. Oh. And point 3, Spiralesto. Andrea down the inside, cannot make it, cannot brake late enough. I think it probably would have resulted in a little bit of an incident there if he did. Mio going a little bit wide here, leaving the door open for Andrea. Can he brake late enough? Can he make a switchback? There's a lot of options here. It goes off! Mio, he's off the track. Sir Ducky and Marco go through. Mio's down into P6. Wow. That is a series of events I did not expect to happen. Tobias and Barabik both with 0.5 penalties. They both served them at the same time. Marco chasing down Sir Ducky here. Trying to get a good exit. Good exit out of this turn here is crucial for an overtaking opportunity down into the hairpin. If you get a good overtake, not a good overtake. If you get a good exit out there, you can definitely be able to get a good overtaking opportunity into the hairpin. Looking down the stands here, Mio and Robert. Mio seems to be overtaken by Robert. Mule's choice of the softs seems to have not worked almost. I mean, he has picked the faster compound, and yet lap 5, there's been a huge drop off. I mean, look at that front left tyre, it's just gone. And Mule picks up a 1 second penalty for cutting the curb on the chicane. It is a very common penalty, that, but you've really got to be aware of it. Robert weaving here a little bit, trying to cut the slipstream here, even with the DRS. Mule faking the overtake there a little bit, saying, try startle you a little bit, try make you, try scare you a little, and he just can't do it. Robert stays cold, composed, and Mule will lose a lot of time there. A little battle here almost. Robert really down the inside. He's going to struggle to bring it around. As you see here, Mule, perfectly crafted, just can't keep it. That front left tyre is really inhibiting his opportunities right now. You can see that round those sweeping left-handers, such as turn 3 and turn 4, or sweeping right-handers, sorry, my bad, he just can't find grip. It will have to be a pit for mediums and probably another pit for softs after, because the mediums are mandatory in this race, as well as at least one pit stop. So you're really going to have to try and struggle here and just get back to the pits, as I'd assume he will have been told to do by his race engineer. As that front left tyre, as we suspected, is gone. It is not going to be seen ever again. Tobias and Baravig seem to have made a pretty sizable gap here from Andrea, and Mule into the pits as we suspected, with another 0.5 penalty as well. He's going to pit. We don't know what he's going to pit for, however, he is pitting. Losing a position to Andrew there as well. Mule, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Let me unmute him. If he's probably trying to talk, he's joined for a reason. Mule? Yeah, you having a good time out there? Damn. Hopefully he can come back here. It's all to play for, to be fair. You'd definitely be catching the Verstappen.com drivers. They are not the fastest today. I'm going to mute you real quick so I can get back to commentating a little bit. Right. I'm just going to leave the party. It's a little better. As we can see here, they've made a pretty big gap here. Marco and Sir Ducky still going at it though. 0.6 between them. Battle, I reckon, incoming here. DRS flap has been opened by Sir Ducky and Marco. Robert pitting here for mediums. Maybe a little early. I'm not too sure, unless he's pitting for hards here. Going for the one-stop strategy. Isn't a bad idea, but first to come in here, trying to get a little bit of an undercut, as he might need it being back in P7. So Ducky's sliding a little bit here. You can hear those tyres scraping off the racing surface. Marco on sizably better tyres here. He's done a good job at saving them, especially that front left. He will have the advantage in tyres, but can he use that to his advantage is the question. Only 0.3 between them here. It's going to be a good battle coming down into the start of Sector 3. Look at if he can keep in his slipstream, he will, without a doubt, be able to get that overtake off. It's closing in here, 0.37, 0.35, 0.45. He just can't seem to do it. Takes a little bit more aggressive line there over the curb. Gains him a little bit of time. That better front left is definitely going to help him on the majority of turns in this track. The sweeping right-handers, turn 3, turn 4. Is that turn 8? Is that? I'm pretty sure. Not for sure. Here we go. Charging down the start finish right here. Can he make it? Can he make it count? Picking up a good bit of pace. Can I make it? 0.2. Looks down the inside. Side by side, a little bit of contact there maybe. Just can't make it stick. Sir Ducky keeping it tight. Saying, you're not getting through here. This is my position. I will keep it, thankfully. Mew chasing down Robert here. Robert on the racing softs here. Very, like, not very optimal strategy, I would say, is pitting for softs. It's not exactly the best idea. Maybe he's going to 2 stops, like Mew, I would assume. Mew on the racing mediums as well. Robert's probably going to just charge away here, but you never know. Mew has prepared for this race. He will have the advantage in track knowledge. Robert with the advantage in tyres. Have to see how it all pans out, considering that Mew's already done his probably slowest stint, both off the track and being on the soft tyres. We're just going to have to see how it goes. Robert also pitting only a lap later than him. Maxim going into the pits as well in P10. You have to see, because if Robert can't keep those tyres good and is pitting too early with the undercut, it's going to be a question of strategy. Tobias coming in, he was also on the softs. These softs are absolutely gone. He's done a magnificent job stretching them out for 9 or for 8 laps. Really, or for 9 laps actually. Sorry, drops them to P5 here. My best bet is that he'll be able to bring that back pretty easily. And he's off onto the medium compound behind Marco in P4. Barabik also on the racing softs. He's going to have to make sure he doesn't get a puncture. He's going to have to come in a lap late. He's still gaining. He's still getting away from Andrea here. But on those exits you can see he's losing a sizable amount of time, and he's going to have to be aware of that he can't stay on these softs much longer. We have a battle between Marco and Sir Ducky here still going on. It's very tight, and Sir Ducky keeps it clean there, forcing Marco to take the foot off the gas there, stop his attack on him. Spirit Courses and Team Orland really going at it here. And by the way, a team Corsa or Spirit Courses 1-2 is on the table here with Barabig needing to pit, and is pitting this lap. It's gonna be close here. A battle for first. Marco made the overtake. Oh my, I'm very sorry I missed that. But Marco actually made the overtake. Wow. He's made a sizable gap here as well. On the faster tyres, he is going to pull away. Andrea with a 6-second margin here into P1. Marco P2, Sir Ducky P3. Barabig looking to come out at probably around P4. Or probably P5 now. Oh, it's going to be really close here between Tobias and Barabig. Who will win? It's going to be Barabig every single day of the week. There's no way Tobias is ever going to get it before him. It's still really close between the two Beepish drivers though. Still only 0.7 here between Marco and Sardaki. Looking really, really tight. My God. Robert Meal going at it here. Meal round the outside of him, getting inside the next part of the turn, turn 2. He makes a stick. You can see Robert's flip left is already starting to go a little bit there. It is really going to be a battle for him in the later stages of this race. If he wants to keep that flip left alive for the remainder of it, he's going to have to do it like, he's going to have to tire save a lot, which is going to cost him time and eventually to Neil running away with it here. And you can see the two Verstappen.com drivers. Maxim has been lapped. As you can see here, we'll have to let through the faster cars of Neil and Robert. He's even nearly been lapped by his own teammate. Oh, he's on auto drive. That's just brilliant, isn't it? Robert, Neil going a little bit wide, leaving the door open for Robert here. Kicking up a little bit of sand, Neil. I've looked at the wrong person. Robert goes round the outside off the track. Probably due to Maxim here being an auto drive. Jan not exactly happy with him. Robert gets a 0.5. Neil keeps the position as well. Robert and Neil and Jan will be fuming with that. Absolutely fuming. Robert down the inside now here going into turn 1. Good cars width between them. Neil on the grass there. And a little bit of a weird one there. Robert made a really, really great move there. Neil kind of dodging in and out of him. It's a really, really good move from Robert there. However, he'll have to battle to keep that front left alive. Look at it now. It is depleting, and it's depleting fast, his tyre life. It's not looking great. Tobias and Badovig close to each other now here, really, really close. Only 0.6 there. We're keeping it really, really clean. And let's see how this pans out when Robert serves his penalty. It's gonna be... I was being. He's in the toilet. Ah, bless him. Let's see. Can Meal make an overtake here? Goes to the outside. Robert keeping the inside there. Marco also pitting. I've just seen that. Meal with the better exit. Down the inside. Can he make it count? Squeezing him a little bit of contact there by Robert. He's making the switchback. Oh my god! What an overtake! What an overtake by Neil Janssen. That is something special. That is a special overtake. And Robert dives into the pits there. For his second pit of the race already, being lap 12. You have to go into the mediums, surely. He can't. Lavin also firing himself into the pits. Marco coming out the pits with a 3-second penalty. That will not help. His teammate only 4 seconds behind. Marco also on the race and softs. See how that pans out. Never really had the reputation to be one of the best tyre picks on this track, but you never know really. Barabic Antipias here. AK joined the room a little bit late. Sir Duck with a 0.5. Can Bader make that count? There's only 2 seconds between them. He might be able to get up close and personal with them here. As well as the fact that Sir Ducky is definitely struggling with his tyres here. I'm not going to lie to you. He is not having a great time. After having that 0.5, he's going to go down. It's on a 0.8 gap. Oh my god, sorry. Well, only ended up at 0.5 now. Sir Ducky's going to have to battle for his life here, or he'll probably dodge into the pits here. Trying to avoid that fight, avoid losing time. Hopefully come out maybe in about 5th or 6th there. Yeah, he's not wanting to to engage in that fight with two fast drivers. Andrea also in the pits there. Look at his front left tyre, it is just gone. Dips at the fifth with Barabig and Tobias. They're going at it here. Barabig slips into Tobias' slipstream. Just keeping it clean. Just want to keep that 1-2 going. There's nothing wrong with that. Team Glory is a lot more better than individual Glory, in my humble opinion. So Ducky coming up P7 it looks like, maybe P8. Marco and Neil. Pretty hefty penalties there, that is. It's pretty big penalties. I'm not gonna lie to you. Robert is far back, to say the very least. He is very, very far back there. Full minute nearly behind Sir Ducky. That is a full pit window that Sir Ducky can have here and still bring home P8 or P7 safely as well. Robert pit for actually. Robert pitted for mediums, so that's probably a safe move. And he's on the grass. I do not know what this guy's doing. There's some advanced tyre heating method that I've just never heard of before. Barabig makes the lunge down Tobias there. A little bit of contact. That is a questionable move, but he keeps his position for now. Batting away here, losing a little bit of time. I have to bring open mediums, maybe just fighting for fun here almost. It seems like, because they are well ahead here. Tobias is going to get that rear wing open. Going down the start finish straight. He's going to be in the slipstream as well. Only 0.15 between them. Can he make a lunge down the inside? He's going to go really aggressive here. Really, really aggressive alongside. He's getting squeezed big time by Badder. Badder dives back onto normal racing line. Goes outside. Keeps the position. Tobias looking around the outside there. Just can't seem to get enough exit speed. Still in the slipstream here. It's a really interesting battle. Look at that. Perfect synchronisation them two. They're probably just gonna, or my best bet would be run to the last lap. And no, Tobias is gonna go down the inside there. A really late lunge there. Making contact with Badder on the apex. Claiming the corner. Tobias lets him through. Says, yeah, my bad. You can have the position back. Looking down a bit further on the grid here, there's nothing really going on at all. Really, really clean lines there through the hairpin. Barabig trying to extend his lead here, trying to get out the slip, trying to get Barabig or Tobias out the slipstream, making sure he can't make a move down at the turn one. Oh, I overtake Marco there on Andrew into the hairpin. A lot going on here. Oh, Tobias, I think, is too far back here to make a move. I'd be very, very doubtful if he does. And Marco already made a 1 second gap there on Andrew. Andrew comes into the pits. Did a pretty good stint there on his medium tyres. I think he's went all the way there with them actually. So he's definitely done a real good job of keeping him alive. Got to give it to him. He's going to have fresh tyres for the last 4 laps of this race. Last 5 laps, sorry, of this race. Tobias and Barabig still going out here, still equal for pace almost. Andrea catching up. He's gained 2 seconds in the last few laps, so I don't think he has the pace to catch the two of them up. But you never know. Anything could happen. He's also in the racing softs too. He's pitted a while ago there. Seems like they're just kind of trying to work off each other here. Try and keep that 1-2, even if someone does make a slight mistake, it won't be too bad. For instance, a penalty, or even a little spin. As you can see, Andrea come down to 0.5 into the final chicane. No one else really close at all. You can see Robert gave Maxim a little tap saying, get out of the way, you're in 10th. I've lapped you, there's no need for it. Barabik and the Pies really close here. Down into turn 1. Not much between them. See him. A little bit of damage on this car. Really good lines here through turn 4. Just trying to make sure he gets that grip, get the good exit, try and make a move down there, which he tries. Gives Barabig a little bump. Just saying, I'm here, be aware. Trying to scare Barabig almost. Little intimidation technique. Not much between the two, to be fair though. Looking at it, Barabig might have went off there. I don't think so, but it's up for debate by the Gran Turismo stewards. I don't think he will get a penalty. He does not get a penalty. It's a very stretched out grid here. Only really Barabig and Tobias, because everyone's went for pretty different strategies. So it's gonna be a real good finish this race though, if we do get a nice battle going between Barabig and Tobias. Really entertaining. Barabig coming down, Tobias on his back, looking down the outside. Barabig defending really nicely, placed in the middle of that track. Tobias going to try go around the outside, just can't keep it, can't keep a wheel around the side, can't keep it side by side. It's just not happening for him. Barabig with the slightly better tyres as well, staying in the middle of that track. Big push there by Tobias, saying get a move on. Stop defending so slow. Stop defending so hard. I want to get through here. Stop wasting my time. As we move on to the straight here, it's going to be really close. If Tobias can get a little bit of a better exit. Doesn't seem like he can. 0.3 behind there, pretty much. Tobias taking a really sharp line there. I think that will, yeah, it is a penalty, and rightfully so, because it's just cut the whole hairpin. I mean, you can't really. I mean, it's in the rule books. You can't do that, and he will have to serve that on the next lap. I mean, also with a penalty, I don't think it'll cost him too much. It'll ruin his chance of ever catching Sardaki probably. Not that he was going through anyways, but he'll not be happy with that. So I know him very well, and he won't be happy with it. Tell you that. And I think that penalty from Tobias has pretty much decided the race here. It all depends though on the penultimate lap of this race. It has been decided pretty much. Barabig seems to be pulling away here from Tobias. Tobias laid off saying, I don't want to make this any worse. I've already lost P1 probably. I don't want to lose another position. Pushing too hard, trying to get back. Pretty even gaps here. Nothing looks like it's going to happen really. Well, has been a really good race, I would have to admit. has been great. Not much position changes overall. Sardaki making a position on Emil Janssen. And also Andrew making a position on Robert here as well. That's two drivers that have gained the position through the whole race. Been a lot of overtaking, a lot of different strategies, but in the end, not much has actually changed. And Tobias has served his penalty, only 0.6 behind here on the final lap of the race. It could actually still be alive. The dream for a win on his debut could still be alive here for Tobias. It'd be a dream start to his season. A dream start. Closing him down in the final lap of the race. Can he make a move into turn 1? He's going to have to do it. It's now or never. 0.2 nearly between the two. He's gonna set off now. Barbig with the better tyres on the final lap. It's really close between the two of them. 20 laps of Barcelona. It's come down to this. 0.3 seconds between the two. This is going to be real interesting. Can Tobias hold on with his slightly worse tyres? Can he get into the slipstream of Barbig? Can he make a move down into turn 5? That is the dream here. Can he get a good exit? It seems as if he does get a good exit as well. Just not happening on for him. Trying to get as close as possible. Next overtaking so will be down into sector 3. It's really the only place I know where an overtake could happen next. He just wants to keep that gap to a minimum. Try to keep in that slipstream. I've said it time and time again, but you've got to do it in these sort of situations. Is he going to go for it? Miles back from you, postcode back even. He doesn't look like he will. Looks like he's just going to say, fair enough, I don't want a penalty for doing something really stupid. I'm going to sit, I'm going to enjoy my P2, enjoy my podium, and you can have the glory of the win. Ducky's 7 seconds away from Marco. Down into the final chicane of Barcelona. We have it decided here. Barbig coming in to cross the line to win the Barcelona race of Porsche Cup. Tobias only 0.596 behind him in second place. They will be ecstatic with that result, both of them. Now have Andrea coming behind, 20 seconds behind the two. Coming down into P3, the Spirit Courses driver, number 77. It's another podium. From P3 into P3, he'll be amazed. Barbig also actually getting a position there as well. Marco finishes P4. That is a pretty solid result for him as well, showing who he's up against. Sardaki finishing P5. Emil Janssen coming in P6 with a second penalty. And I don't know what he's doing here, but he's just kind of stopped on the track. I think he's aura farming. He's going to have to go because well, Andrew's coming right behind them, so. And Andrew coming in, P7, gaining a position on Robert from qualification. Finishing P7. That is absolutely fine. Robert coming in, bit of a muck up on the strategy here. Going on to the soft for a second stint. He probably should not have done that. Pitted a little bit too early, maybe misreading it a little bit. He finishes P8, sliding out. I don't know what he's doing. Then we have Lavin finishing P9, only 3 seconds behind Robert there. And Maxim finishes, or doesn't actually finish, with a DNF. Quite unfortunate, but a really good race nonetheless. Well done to Barbig for his race win, getting a position. Tobias also second, locking up the front row, also with the fastest lap by only 0.06 I think it was. He did it by. It's very fast, you have to admit. And here we have it. We wait until next week, where we will be somewhere else in the world. I don't actually know where we're going to be, but hopefully it'll be as entertaining as that, because that was an extremely good race from every single driver on the grid. Ciao. Ah.